Now if we look at approved versus unapproved cover and we look at certain aspects under those covers, what I've done is I've numbered 1 to 10 for us to complete. I've given it some keywords on the side, so let's look at the differences between approved cover and unapproved cover. Approved cover, if we look at the nature of the policy, it forms part of the approved retirement fund, because in essence it talks about approved cover. The second one there is unapproved cover. What is the nature of the unapproved cover policy? It is a group risk policy separate from the retirement fund. The third one is premiums. So what happens to premiums? The premiums are paid by the retirement fund over to the underwriter or the insurer. And number 4 is what happens to the premiums of unapproved cover. The premiums are paid by the employer and added to the employee's earnings as a taxable fringe benefit. Number 5, tax deductibility. So we know that under the approved cover, a member can deduct up to 27.5% of his or her taxable earnings. Number 6, the tax deductibility for the unapproved cover. Premiums are not tax deductible in the hands of the member. Number 7 is when you talk about taxation, what happens to tax? There's no fringe benefit tax consequences on approved cover because it's part of the 27.5% contributions. What happens to tax under the unapproved cover? The member or the employee will pay fringe benefit tax. It will be added to his salary. Number 9 is death benefits. So the proceeds of life cover are added to the retirement fund benefit to form part of the total death benefit, approved death benefit. And we know that the first 550,000 is tax-free, so it's included in your retirement benefit. And number 10, the last one, is life cover proceeds are standalone benefits, i.e. they're separate to the retirement fund benefits, so it's a standalone policy, separate on its own. If we look at the next set of comparisons, if we look at approved cover and we look at benefit distribution, so we know that from a trustee perspective, death benefits are distributed according to Section 37C of the Pension Funds Act, with the unapproved covers distribution is made by looking at the nomination form. So proceeds of life cover are paid to the nominated beneficiaries by the insurer or to the estate if there's no nominated beneficiary nominated. If we look at timeline, so how long does it take? So we know that under the Pension Funds Act, all death proceeds or life cover proceeds could take up to 12 months to complete. If we look at what happens to the unapproved cover, it's payable on receipt of a death claim form and supporting documents. There's no time needed for the trustees to make those decisions. We know that it pays according to your beneficiary nomination form. Then number 15 is the estate duty implications. So retirement fund benefits do not form part of the estate and therefore no estate duty payable to retirement benefits. So if you look at the estate duty implications from the unapproved covers perspective, we know that proceeds of life cover are considered a deemed asset in the estate. Number 17, under approved cover, how are proceeds taxed? Is taxed according to the retirement fund tax tables, where if we look at the unapproved cover, no tax is payable other than possible estate duty taxes.